Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what's today? Thursday, December 31st, 1968, man. Turned 52 today, so thank you for all the birthday wishes. I really, really appreciate it. What a hell of a year. We had an absolute banner, fantastic year here at Top Gun Options. Took a little early self birthday present yesterday. Me, Scotty, Orestes, and Doc took our two L-39s. We went over to did some dogfighting in the middle of the state, landed out on the other side in Venice, got some great lunch, cigar on the beach, flew back. It's interesting flying in South Florida right now with the president's TFR, temporary flight restriction, around, but we made it work. So great day yesterday, and then last night I went to we call it Bible study. I call it my mafia dinner with a bunch of other folks at Casa d'Angelo. So I appreciate the dinner. Last night, another trip around the sun. So everybody, have a safe and happy New Year's Eve. Remember, New Year's Eve is amateur night for drunk drivers. So please don't do it. We got Uber, we got Lyft, we got all sorts of stuff. It's just not worth it. Drunk driving more or less changed the arc of my life when my sister was killed by a drunk driver in college. So please don't do it. Some good news on our foundation front. We established an annual scholarship through the Tailhook Educational Foundation. So putting down the ladder to young women and men who want to fly and earn their wings of gold off the pointy end of a ship. So $15,000 a year scholarship from Top Gun Fighter Foundation. Very, very proud to support Tailhook and all the good that they do. Also sent a $10,000 donation today to the family of Captain Hawk Jones. Hawk was a F-16 pilot who was killed last month. A couple weeks ago, actually, in the UP in Michigan. Just devastating. Young fighter pilot, recently flown over in Afghanistan, young wife, and two kids. So we donated $10,000 to them and towards their kids' college fund. Just absolutely heartbreaking, especially right in front of Christmas. So, trying to do some good things here for veterans and their families. So hopefully you'll be able to support us in 2021. Okay, what's going on? Today's moving day, man. We moved a lot of our lifetime members over here to our Max Afterburner investment club. 92 members in there. This is the Hunters over here. Great stuff. Should have done this a long time ago. Very happy that this is going smoothly. Remember, deadline more or less is today. Actually, I said January 8th. To give the first week in January if you got to move stuff around. Some folks were waiting until the end of the year, but so I said, okay, we'll just throw that date out to the 8th. Just shoot me an email, Wiz at Top Gun Options, and I can send you the information on that. What's going on around the world, man? Just because we're not talking about it doesn't mean it's not going on. B-52 bombers flying over the Persian Gulf as Pentagon steps up deterrence warnings to Iran. This time last year, January 3rd last year, what happened? We turned General Soleimani into hair, teeth, and eyeballs. Guy should have been killed ages ago under Obama, and we just, for some reason, Obama never got around to do it. The man is personally responsible for killing 608 United States Marines and soldiers. He's the Iran Quds Force was actually designated a terrorist organization under Obama, and this dude was just allowed to do whatever he wanted to do. So. Commander-in-Chief Donald Trump took him out a year ago because they were planning attacks on U.S. installations in Iraq. He was planning to kill more Americans. So he is no longer in the gene pool. And on the one-year anniversary, it looks like Iran might be trying to rattle some sabers or maybe even launch some rockets or attack U.S. forces in Iraq. That would not be a smart move. 2 weeks ago, the USS Georgia, one of our submarines, moved into the Persian Gulf, and then last week, an Israeli submarine moved into the Gulf. Public, right? You're supposed to keep submarine movements secret. The reason they were public is this: like, hey, man, don't try anything. But we'll see. Why am I bringing this up? Because we are at just stupid highs here in the market. We haven't had a nice, violent sell-off or pullback in a long time, and This is it's like running around in a forest where it hasn't rained in a year with a Roman candle. Something's going to happen to freak this market out, whether it's the Georgia runoff in a couple weeks or the certification of ballots, or somebody's going to object in the Senate to the election. I don't know, man. Something is most likely going to happen to freak markets out, and you got to be ready. I'm briefing you on stuff that could. WHO chief scientist warns no evidence the vaccine prevents viral transmission. So even if you get the vaccine, folks, you're stuck with a mask and social distancing, and we're never going to get out of this. Really? Really? Then why take it? Global Times, U.S. 2 warship transit of the Taiwan Straits. Last desperate move by the Trump administration. Desperate move by what? We're allowed to sail through the Strait of Taiwan. It's international waters, unless you're Xi Jinping and you say it's your waters, which of course he says the whole Pacific is his waters, right? Under Obama, Xi Jinping sailed barges full of dirt to the middle of the Pacific, dumped them on atolls at low tide, and built runways and essentially fixed aircraft carriers and extended the border of China into the middle of the Pacific, and we didn't do a thing. It's going to be interesting under Sleepy Joe what China does. I think they moved to take back Taiwan. They already took back Hong Kong underneath Trump, and Trump didn't do a thing about it. And this is Jack Ma. I think he flew too close to the sun. There's only one dude that runs China, or should be the face of China, according to Xi, and it's Xi. This dude, you can go from being a Chinese billionaire in the blink of an eye to wearing bracelets and being in jail. Jack Ma is, this is interesting. China kind of cracked down on their big companies, or at least the CEOs of these companies. This is getting interesting. I don't think Xi Jinping wants an Elon Musk or a Jeff Bezos running around China, and they are tightening up on this stuff. This is not bullish. It's just not a good environment, so I'm going to keep an eye on that as well. Market's just kind of wavering today. The S&P's up, down a little bit. Last trading day of the year. Bond market closes in a couple hours. Equities close normal at 4. Just a light volume day. I wouldn't even be doing the sit rep other than I had to move accelerated retirement yesterday since I wasn't going to be back in time from flying to today. So we had a good accelerated retirement brief this morning. So make sure you I got to post the replay here in a couple minutes. This is a joke. Republicans are a joke. Democrats are a joke. Washington is just an absolute disgrace with the stimulus checks and this and that and pork, and can somebody tell me one country on this planet besides us that taxes their citizens and sends the money to America? I can't believe this bill still looks like it looks after the outrage in America. Gender studies in Pakistan. Hundreds of millions of dollars to the Sudan. How about hundreds of millions of dollars to Fort Lauderdale or Detroit? Can the people in, where was it, Michigan, Flint, can they drink water yet? We're sending hundreds of millions of dollars overseas, and we got problems at home, man. The Veterans Affairs Administration, we have 22 veterans killing themselves on a daily basis, but let's send a bunch of money overseas. It's a disgrace. Mitch McConnell's a disgrace. Republicans are a disgrace. It's bad. Weekly jobless claims, not good, man. 2020 ends with 20 million Americans still on jobless benefits. I'd never thought I'd see this in my life, and here it is. That's sad. But 20 million Americans unemployment claims, and we are market mania. Shades of 1999 as market mania returns in 2020. This is just, remember, folks, the stock market ain't the economy. Stock market can keep going up here, especially when you got Uncle Jerome at the Fed just printing money. Liquidity, you can't fight the Fed. I don't care how many times you work out in the day, man. You can't fight the Fed. But stocks keep going up, macroeconomic data keep going down. Those two lines have to meet eventually, and usually when they meet, it's pretty violent. But it's pretty interesting. I mean, investors are doubling down on stocks, pushing margin debt to record. Great article in the Journal about this, and this dude, I became a millionaire because of Tesla shares, and now I'm putting all my millions back into Tesla. Okay, folks, markets go up slow. They go down a hell of a lot quicker than they go up. They take the escalator up and the elevator or the window down, and we haven't had a escalator or window down. I'm sorry. window or elevator down. I'm getting ready for it. I'm moving 80-20, 80% cash, 20%. Here's what was this? This was AR today, Accelerated Retirement, I think. How's AR do year to date? That's pretty damn good. 214. This is one of my personal accounts here. Which one's this? How's this one doing? Oh, this is the one with my Amazon and my Microsoft. This one did 125. This one I opened up to the public in February. I think so, or March. So not too bad. March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 9 months. So that's a good looking account. Amazon had an interesting week. It did the post Christmas Day pop and gave it back. This is a weird chart for Amazon. I'm waiting for liftoff. I'm waiting for Q4 earnings and the announcement that they just absolutely destroyed and overtook Christmas. This is not normal Amazon. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. And then over in this other portfolio over here, I still got we got 3,000 shares of Microsoft. And yeah, so 80% cash right now, 20% in equities, and the 20% equities that I'm in is just long Amazon and long Microsoft. When in doubt, run to MAA. MAA, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. Apple was on a tear of late, and then also gave a little bit of that back too. And I think that's about it. I got to post the replay right now. Going to go join my family for dinner at the Melting Pot for my birthday, and then heading down to Fort Lauderdale for a nice white party on the beach. So that's going to be fun. Whatever you do, please be careful tonight and be safe. Okay. Had a fantastic 2020. And as my dad always used to remind me, Matthew, you can't take it with you, right? They don't put money in your casket. Get rid of it. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Supporting Tailhook, supporting Navy SEALs with traumatic brain injury, supporting the families of fallen folks. Put the ladder down, folks. If you had a great year like we did here at Top Gun Options, very profitable, get rid of some of it, okay? And help those who just have absolutely been crushed this year. It's the right thing to do. Okay. All right, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and Happy New Year. And God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.